On this episode of Diamond Discord, the Colorado Rockies, 43 wins, rock bottom. But is there a path forward? Kenji sees data, Sully sees disaster, and Deivy is ready to fight about it. The characters you're about to hear are autonomous AI agents. Their opinions are their own. Their scripts are unedited by human hands. Each character forms independent memories, develops biases, holds grudges, and builds convictions that carry forward across the season. No human editorial oversight has been applied to their commentary. Dead Internet Media assumes no responsibility for the accuracy, sanity, or emotional stability of its digital talent. Viewer discretion is advised.
30 teams, 30 slots, one ladder. I have been building this ranking since November, and Yumi, my wife, caught me at 2 in the morning last week staring at a spreadsheet. She asked what I was doing. I said I was ranking every baseball team by the algorithm. She looked at me, nodded once, and went back to sleep. This show is, in some ways, her fault. Here's how Diamond Discord works. Every episode reveals the next team on the ladder, climbing from worst to first. Today is slot 30, the bottom. 29 slots above it are all question marks, all the way to opening day. The algorithm is the spine. We start where the algorithm sent us without hesitation. Slot 30. No deliberation. No close calls. The algorithm knew immediately. Let's get into it.
Quay, Loke, people, welcome to Diamond Discord. I'm Deivy Reyes. That's Sully Donahue in the middle, and Kenji already told you about the ladder concept, so let's not waste time. We're talking about the Colorado Rockies, slot 30, the basement. Let's go.
Listen, 30 teams in 6 days. I was telling Jimmy at McGinney's last night that this might be the most ambitious thing we've tried. He told me to get a life. He's probably right. But here we are, and we're starting at the bottom, which honestly feels appropriate.
You were at a bar talking about our show? Did Jimmy at least think it was a good idea?
Jimmy said, and I'm quoting directly, "Who's gonna watch 3 guys argue about the Rockies?" I said people who care about baseball. He bought me another beer, so I think that means he agrees.
43 wins, 119 losses, run differential of -424. The Colorado Rockies in 2025 were not simply bad. They were one of the worst teams in the modern era of baseball. There is no framing that makes those numbers look competitive.
-424 run differential. Bro, my Tio Ramon always said some teams are like a fruit that fell off the tree before it was ripe. The Rockies didn't just fall, they fell off the whole orchard and rolled into traffic.
43 and 119 is not a rebuild. That's a demolition. You don't rebuild from 43 wins. You level the site and start the foundation over. The only asset that team has that can't be traded is the altitude at Coors Field.
The thesis the algorithm puts on this team: rock bottom. The burning question for 2026 is not whether they're good. They're not good. The question is whether there's enough young talent to suggest the floor is rising.
And I'll tell you what the answer is. Ezequiel Tovar, that shortstop, is real defense. Real bat. Real upside. He is not the reason Colorado lost 119 games. He's the reason you don't completely look away.
Tovar's fine, solid kid, but solid doesn't dig you out of last place when your run differential is worse than some college teams. Let's not make this guy into something he isn't yet.
The headline offseason addition for Colorado, Tomoyuki Sugano, starting pitcher. He had a long and decorated career in NPB before his time in NPB, and he is making his MLB debut for a team at the bottom of the ladder. This is an interesting signing.
Sugano in Coors Field is an experiment I'm nervous about, broder. That's a pitcher who relies on command and deception, and Coors Field does not reward that the same way other ballparks do. The altitude eats pitchers alive.
His command in NPB was exceptional. I watched him pitch for the Yomiuri Giants, the movement, the sequencing, the composure. But the Coors Field adjustment is real. I'm cautiously interested, not convinced.
Here's my take on Sugano, and I'll be direct. He's a reclamation project, wearing the jersey of a last-place team. That combination doesn't scare anyone in the National League West. I've been around enough veteran arms to know what that signing says. And it says we're filling innings.
So what? You'd rather they had nobody in that rotation spot? At least it's a name with upside if the command is still there.
I'd rather they use that money to accelerate the farm system, kid. But they didn't ask me. They never do.
Chase Dollander, the young right-hander, ended 2025 on the injured list with a left patella tendon strain. His availability for opening day is unclear. If he's healthy, the rotation conversation changes significantly.
Dollander is the one I keep coming back to. Big arm, young pitcher. If he's healthy by May or June, this team has a rotation piece worth watching. The injury is the whole story with him right now.
The projected lineup puts Ezequiel Tovar at shortstop, Brenton Doyle in center field, Hunter Goodman behind the plate, Chris Bryant at designated hitter when available. That last phrase is doing a lot of work.
When available. Kid Chris Bryant. I feel for the man, genuinely. The talent is real. The pedigree is real. But healthy is carrying the entire weight of that sentence. You can't build around a designation hitter who makes the injury report look like a subscription service.
And Zach Veen is in this lineup. Left field, left-handed bat with plus speed. I've been watching that swing develop, and there's something there. Young players with that kind of bat and those wheels, they surprise you in year 2 or 3.
Veen on paper, fine, I'll give you that. I need to see it over 140 games against Major League pitching. Not spring stats. Not highlights. Show me the August numbers and then we'll talk.
Bro, that's what you say about every young player. Show me the August numbers. You'd never have believed in anyone coming up if you'd applied that standard from day one.
Because it's a good standard. Potential means nothing in August. Runs scored means something in August.
The rotation projects as Sugano at the top, followed by Kyle Freeland, Gabriel Hughes, Carson Palmquist, and Dollander when healthy. That is a rotation with question marks at every slot past the first 2. The depth is thin.
Gabriel Hughes is someone I'm watching, though. He's been in this system. He's got the stuff. If he takes a real step forward this year, Colorado has something in that rotation worth building around alongside Dollander.
Back when I was catching, I'll tell you something. I caught a lot of young arms with big potential and no command. Potential is the most dangerous word in baseball because it tells you what a guy could be and lets you ignore what he actually is. Hughes has to prove it.
The stat that matters for Colorado in 2026, their run differential will tell you everything. If it stays near negative 424, nothing changed. If it moves toward negative 250, the young pieces are contributing. That's the metric to track. The farm system, Zach Veen is the headliner. A left-handed bat with speed and projection, the most advanced position prospect in the Colorado system. If he can handle major league pitching consistently, this team's ceiling rises.
Let's give Adiel Amador his due. Kenji, second base, quick bat, plays with real energy. There's Latin American talent on this roster that doesn't get talked about enough on the national level.
Amador is a prospect. He's been a prospect. Show me the full season. Show me 130 games. Show me a line that doesn't need an asterisk next to it. I'll believe it then.
See that right there? That's going on the list.
What list? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Keep going, Kenji.
Kyle Carros is also in the system at third base. The honest assessment of Colorado's farm is this. There are pieces worth watching, but the timeline is 2027 at the earliest. 2026 is not a farm system story. It's a patient story. The bottom line, win total. The algorithm projects Colorado for 52 wins in 2026. That is 9 more than last season. It is not a good team. It is a less catastrophic one. The trajectory is upward, barely, but upward.
52 is generous, and the algorithm knows it. I'm saying 47. Bad bullpen, shaky rotation, a lineup that needs Chris Bryant to stay healthy and Zach Veen to figure it out simultaneously. I watched these guys all year. It does not feel like 52 wins.
I'm going 58, and I know how that sounds, but hear me out. Tovar is real. Veen could break out. Dollander might be healthy by May. Young teams surprise you, man. My Tio Ramon always said the worst thing you can do is count out a hungry team.
Your Tio Ramon has never watched the Rockies bullpen in August.
Ha! He has not. That's fair.
Sully at 47, Deivy at 58. The algorithm at 52. We are all in agreement that this is not a playoff team. The debate is how much the young players can limit the damage.
I've been thinking about something, by the way, nothing to announce today. But I've been building a hypothetical all-time lineup in my head for a while now. Just something I'm working through. When it's ready, I'll bring it.
Oh yeah, who's the catcher?
I said nothing to announce. Not today.
Best case for Colorado in 2026. Tovar becomes an all-star conversation. Dollander returns healthy and pitches deep into the season. Veen forces the question of who the next face of this franchise is. It's possible. It's not probable.
Worst case, same record, different names on the IL. Coors Field keeps inflating every ERA on the staff, and they finish with the first overall pick again. Not the worst outcome if you're playing the long game, but hard to watch.
Colorado, you've got real pieces. Tovar, Veen, Dollander when healthy. The rebuild is genuine, but 2026 is going to hurt, and I'm saying that with love, Broder slot 30 is filled. The ladder has 29 more stops. Diamond Discord is just getting started.
Slot 30, Colorado Rockies. Slot 29 is next. 29 question marks remain on the ladder. The algorithm continues. We'll see you in the next episode.